Hello friends, how are you? I hope that you're doing wonderfully. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and if you're new, hi, welcome, it's Finzi here. I am a biomedical scientist currently doing a PhD on cancer research, and in the meanwhile I like to help people to live the healthy life that they want. So I mainly focus on the topics anti-cancer lifestyle, womb health, keto diet, and self-love. So these are the topics that you're going to hear me talk about in this channel, and also show you a little bit of my life, just my personal experience on my journey towards creating the life that I want, which is healthy and the life of my dreams, basically. So yeah, anyway, today's video is going to be spring reset. I know how much you guys love the reset videos, so I put a lot of effort on this one, and I really wanted to create a very special video for you. So it's a bit different from life reset before the new year. First of all, it's two different seasons, and I think it's true. Fall and spring are very, very different. In autumn, the leaves from the tree fall, and this symbolizes the process and the journey of letting go from what no longer serves you. And spring is all about new life, new flowers blossom, birds are singing, the sun is out more. So it's about new opportunities and starting new things. It's new life happening. So I think this is a great moment to really evaluate every single thing that you set for the new year, for your new life, and see what things you want to keep. It's already the 4th month of the year, so I'm pretty sure that we have all gone through new situations and learned new things. So maybe they're new habits or goals, or new things that we want to try and incorporate into our life. So I think spring is really the moment to reevaluate and take new opportunities and think of new things. So this spring reset is formed of different steps that we're going to go through this video. So the first one is spring clean, the second one is spring detox, and then we're going to do a spring goal check-in, and the last one is spring routine evaluation. So I think these 4 steps are like what compose spring reset. So we're going to start by spring clean, but before this I just want to set the mood. So I have prepared a Spotify playlist for you guys, and I'm going to make myself some coffee because it's what I'm feeling. So I'm going to show you that, and then we will start with spring clean. So before starting with the spring clean, I just really want to explain where it's coming from and its true meaning. So in the old days, even though I think some houses still do it that way, the way of keeping warm in winter was by having a fireplace, and in order to keep all that heat inside the house, you would always close the doors and the windows. So really what happened is that with time, the particles of the carbon would be accumulated in the houses. So that's how spring clean was born. Spring clean was just a process to clear winter's mess, because by trying the heat not to leave the house, you would have the house completely closed, and the way of heating was using the fireplace, which has a lot of toxicity. And in my case, I do not have a fireplace, but I do tend to open way less the windows during winter, even though I always try to once a week make sure the house is fully open to clean it, because we accumulate a lot of toxins. But it's not the same. During winter we're just very cold and trying to keep the house as warm as possible. So this is where spring clean comes from. Spring clean is cleaning your house to get rid of all that toxicity and like the winter's mess. And Also, I think it's a very nice practice to welcome spring to your home. You know, it's not only about cleaning, which is not your usual cleaning routine. It's like really deep cleaning. It's also about decluttering and selling or giving away things that you thought you were going to use for the new year but you don't use. And it's also a process and a practice to, you know, be open for new opportunities and new spaces in your home, and overall just like welcome spring to your life and your home. So this is what we're going to do. Let's clean, deep clean. So another thing that I wanted to do for spring clean, apart from cleaning my house, though I haven't cleaned like the glasses and everything because we have a cleaning lady, and even though I try to clean every now and then before she comes because I'm a dog sitter, so the hair really gets accumulated in the house, but you know, like things like behind the sofa or glasses, I know she's going to do it, so I'm just not going to spend time on that because I'm paying her. But yeah, anyway, apart from the cleaning the house, something that I wanted to do again for spring clean is to go through the clothes and see what things I would like to keep, because some of the things that I thought that I wanted to keep for the declutter of the wardrobe that I did on the live reset before the new year, I'm not wearing still, so maybe I just need to rethink it again. And also, I want to go through all that storage. We have a lot, and we just kept a lot of things in the moving, and I know we have a lot of things that we didn't want to deal with, but we don't want to keep it. So I just want to go through all that. So maybe this is of inspiration for you when it comes to what things you would like to declutter. So once the cleaning is finished, for me the next step is to get flowers. So we already have a lot of plants in this house, but something really special from spring are flowers blossoming, and we didn't have any plants with flowers, so I really wanted to get new flowers. So a few weeks ago, Jorge and I went to get some flowers, and also from our trip in Paris we brought 3 different plants with flowers, beautiful flowers. So also stay tuned because the Paris vlog is coming very soon. So anyway, I'm going to show you the flowers. how beautiful this lovely orchid. This plant is not new. I had this on my previous apartment, and look how beautiful. It has new babies coming out. Look at that color, so pretty. This plant is so special because it has like a lot of memories from my previous apartment and my flatmates, which are also my friends, but it's just so wonderful to have brought it with me and see how it's growing. Look at her. This is a plant that we got in Paris. I just saw this and I said, like, I just need this in my house. I love how it has two colors in the same plant. So beautiful. This plant we also got in Paris. Look how beautiful it is. They had so many colors. They had in yellow, they had in pink, and my favorites were the white one, this one, look how gorgeous, and also the purple. I couldn't decide, so I took both. So here's one, look at her, beautiful. New babies are coming. I love this about spring, you know, like, oh, they're all getting ready to be born. And this is the other one, look at her, also with new babies getting ready to come. Oh, so pretty. Look at that color. How's that color so beautiful? I am so happy that we were able to bring them from Paris. This one is a little bit damaged, but at least they are alive. I was so scared of the trip, you know, like how they were going to come here, but look, this is so pretty. So this is the one that we got here in Brussels a few weeks ago. Look how pretty. It's jasmine and its sunflowers are already out and others are getting ready to go out. Look at this plant, is so beautiful. Look at it. Oh, I love the pot, by the way. Look at it, so gorgeous. And then the other one that we got is this one. So this is the one that you put, I don't know if you can really see it, but this is the type of pot that you put like hanging from a balcony. So we need to buy the hangers because we want to put it, you know, in like this bars. But yeah, look at that, look at the flowers, so pretty. So slowly we will bring more plants. By the way, look at my neighbor's gorgeous tree blossoming with beautiful flowers. Anyway, we want to have a lot of plants here. We still have to decide which ones, because in Brussels the weather changes a lot, and when we bought the plant, actually like 2 weeks after, it started snowing, and the florist told us if it snows the plant can actually burn because of the ice, so we had to put it inside very quickly. So yeah, we really want to get a lot of plants, you know, to have a pretty balcony, but at the same time we have to think a lot about which plants, because the weather here changes a lot and they can be damaged, so yeah. Okay guys, so the next step of this spring reset is spring detox, and I really like this practice because spring detox is about detoxing your mind, your soul and your body. So it's about focusing on cleansing and releasing all the tension and all the stress that you have, so that you can be good with yourself, have good positive energy and welcome new things to your life. You know, normally when you have a very cluttered brain and you're overwhelmed and you're with a lot of stress, or maybe, you know, when there are habits that you want to work on and you get overwhelmed or get anxious because you set a date and a goal when you wanted to achieve that habit and it still hasn't happened, so you get really stressed about it. So I think this is perfect to do right before evaluating how your life is going and what things you would like to change and what things you would like to incorporate into your life. So I think it's a beautiful practice, and also it's very good to take the time from time to time to, you know, I mean, I do it very often, but this is an advice for you if you don't really do this very often. But it's really important to take the time to take care of yourself and really see how stressed or anxious you are, you know, and it's really, really important to have those stress levels in control rather than getting to a point where those stress levels control you, because this stress, if you don't manage it, it can get chronic and it can lead to a lot of illnesses. So it's really, really important to take care of yourself. So for this practice to detox our mind, our body and our soul, we're going to start by doing yoga, and I want to do some yoga salutations just because it's like a prayer to the sun, and in spring the sun comes out more often, so I think it's a really good practice to welcome spring. And also the poses, the asanas done in the sun salutations really open your arm string, your chest. It sets your body in a state of awareness and, you know, receiving and ready for new knowledge. So I think it's really welcoming. So I really, really like it. So that is the yoga practice that I have decided for this detox mind, soul and body. The next thing that I want to do, because I feel like the yoga, it's this asanas are going to be for our soul, to heal, also for the body, because these postures really activate our organs and help to stimulate the function that our body has to detox. And the next thing that I want to do is a guided meditation to detox our brain. So it's really a guided meditation to get all that stress and negative thoughts that we have in our mind. I think it's a really good practice, and yeah. So that's the detox for our mind, a guided meditation with the goal of releasing the negative thoughts, releasing the stress that we have, really focusing on your breathing and taking the time, you know, to see your thoughts but not engage with them. That's the goal. So you're aware of what thoughts it's happening, but you do not engage with them, you don't feed them, and you just like watch them and get ready to release them and let them go, because these negative thoughts that you have, they're not serving you. They're probably just preventing you from doing the things that you actually want to do and do great in your life, which we all have negative thoughts. So I think it's really, really important to take the time and do a meditation. So guided meditation really, really helps me when I want to do this kind of practices. And finally, something that is to detox our body, it's a detox smoothie. So yeah, so I don't know if I think I did explain it in other videos, but the detox smoothie doesn't detox your body. The detox smoothie just helps to stimulate the function of detox that your body already has, because our body is able to detox. Sometimes just because of the toxins around us, the food that we eat, we really don't help. We give extra work to our body. So whenever, you know, I like this kind of practices, because having a detox smoothie is just getting the right ingredients that are going to actually help to activate the organs involved in the process of detox. So welcome to Spring Detox. so now the next step is to do a sprint goals check. So that's why I got my computer here. As you know, I do everything in Notion. So it's not as deep and as intense as the life reset before the new year, because before the new year, it's really a very deep and intense reflection and evaluation of our lives and what we want to change and what we want to do for the new year. This is more of a reflection, mainly to answer the question, am I on the right path? Of course, it is important that you look at all the goals that you set. Also, when we did the video of the massive 2022 planning, I told you that it was better to work with little goals per time. So one of the planning was to focus on like 2 or 3 goals during 3 months, and then those 3 months have passed, you see how you're doing, if you accomplished it, if you didn't accomplish it, what things you can change in order to make those goals happen, or if you have already accomplished one goal, what is the next one that you would like to add to work on. So it's just really like a tiny evaluation and reflection on your path, unless of course you haven't done the life reset before the year. If you haven't done this, it's never too late to do this, to be honest. Like, you can do it at any time, but this, you can also use spring if you want as your life reset. But for people that are probably coming from the life reset and the massive 2022 planning, this spring reset, this spring goals check is more of an evaluation and reflection whether or not those goals that you picked, you're still aligned with them, and if you're in the right path to work on those goals. So what I do is I go to my life dashboard in Notion and I quickly go to my brain dump. Remember, in the video of life reset we did a massive brain dump of putting all our thoughts into the screen. Here what I suggest is that if you have any thoughts, any new thoughts that are still in your mind and are bothering you, just put in there, good or bad thoughts, whatever it is, anything that is occupying your mind, just put it on your massive brain dump. And then let's just go one by one to see which ones you had but are no longer with you, and which ones are new, and which ones you can already start taking action to find a solution for those thoughts. So yeah, if we go to my brain dump, in order for me to be able to classify my thoughts and be able to take action better, I put everything into different categories, and I suggest you to do this. So I've got first my life goals and life to-dos. I've got health, I've got the moving apartments theme. One thing that I'm still doing in this spring reset is the arranging the clothing and maybe sell, give to charity. It's just something that it's a long process, and everything that I have showed you in this video, you don't have to do it in one day. Spring is several months, so really take this video for you and just do it as many times as you want, or just pick one thing, work on that, and then you can move to the next practice. So yeah, then I have PhD work. So yeah, I'm actually currently doing the experiments that I have worked for really hard during 1 year on the samples of the patients. Then my business website, the things that I'm working on, then Gentle Women's Club. This is just, there's a club, I think I told you before in other videos, it's a club for women that I create the social media for them. However, we need to talk about this because I don't have time to create the content anymore, so we need to talk to see what they're going to do, because I'm really their friend and I suggest them just taking somebody else because I don't have time. I actually had to hire a marketing manager to work with me because I don't have time for my social media content. So this is something that we really have to talk about. It's just that I don't like leaving anybody hanging, so I'm just staying with them and see how I can help them until, you know, we talk about this. But yeah. And then Nora Collab, this is just a friend of mine that has a business for women, for tests to see how their menstrual cycle is doing, their fertility, their hormones, which is really, really good. And I work with him creating the monthly magazine, which is not mine, it's his magazine. Then my YouTube, Instagram. So yeah, I've got really like big categories with every single thought that has been on my mind. So I really suggest not you only doing this in Spring Reset, but maybe every month you can go through your brain dump, see what things you have already taken action, and then maybe see what new things are in your mind and that are occupying your mind and not letting you move forward with creating the life that you want. So this is one of the things that I do to really go through that brain dump, because normally what you have occupying your mind is what is preventing you from focusing on working on your goals. So the next thing after the brain dump is to really go to that goal list that you made in the life reset before the new year and in the massive new year planning. Go to that list with all the goals that you wanted to work on and do an evaluation. First of all, ask yourself which of them you truly really want to continue doing and which one of them you do not feel aligned anymore. And that is totally okay. It doesn't mean that you failed on that goal. It just means that you're growing as a person. You go through different situations, you know, like we have different experiences. It's the 4th month, like we have already been through a lot in this new year, and maybe some of the goals that you thought were going to be incredible for you, you just don't see them as important anymore, and maybe you just have other new ones that are exciting to you. So just really look at the goals that you set, tick the ones that you have already achieved, erase the ones that you do not longer feel aligned. But really here it's important, and you probably heard me saying this before, but it's really important that the reason why you erase that goal is truly really because you don't feel aligned anymore with it, and not because you're giving up and procrastinating. So you just say, oh well, because I'm procrastinating, I'm not going to do this goal because it's not happening. No, really reflect, take the time to reflect on those goals that you have, and you can use the questions that we used previously. So ask yourself why, and ask yourself why like 5 times. So say your goal is to go to the gym every single morning. Why do you want to go to the gym every single morning? Because I want to be fit. Okay, why do you want to be fit? Because I want to feel strong and healthy. Okay, why do you want to, you know, like keep on going several times to see if you truly want to erase a goal just because you don't think it's important anymore for your life, or because you're giving up. It's really important to set that difference. So this is what spring goals checking is all about. And now the next thing, once you have done this, is spring routine evaluation. I told you before, I think routines are really, really important, and they're like a very big step into taking action to working onto those goals that you want. So the majority of the time, the routines that we create for autumn, for winter, are very, very different for the routines of summer and spring and summer. You know, they're different seasons. We feel like doing different things. So I think this is the time to look at your routine and see how that routine is helping you to work on the habits and the goals that you want. So really take a moment to see, what is your morning routine right now? What do you do in the morning? Do you wake up? Are you waking up at the time that you want? Are you having your vitamins? Are you drinking your lemon water? I'm just setting myself as an example, but just go through your current morning routine and see what things you're doing at that moment and take action really to put the practices that are going to take you to accomplishing the goal. So me, for instance, I think it's really important to have my lemon water in the morning, because it's going to help my body and my organs get active, awake, and get me ready for the day. And also I feel the same way for the workout. I think no, when you exercise you release endorphins, and these endorphins are the hormones that get you ready for the day and get you super energetic. So that's why I think it should be in the morning and not in the afternoon or in the evening. My morning routine is still focusing on that, but maybe instead of having hot lemon water, since it's not winter anymore, maybe I want to change that for a cold lemon water. I don't know, just evaluate what things are happening and do the same at night. What is your night routine like? Are you having the bath that you wanted? Are you reading the book that you wanted to read? Are you meditating because you wanted to meditate to have your stress under control? Are you journaling to be aware of how you're feeling? Your feelings and your emotions are very, very important, and you need to be aware of what is happening and how you're feeling and how your day went and what things during that day went wrong and what things went good, why they went good and why they went wrong. These things are going to help you to do a daily mini reflection and evaluation to do better and continue your life the way you want to do. But really just take your time to see how you can take action for the goals. So for the previous step. And this is all just a moment for you to sit down with yourself in silence and just think about yourself, about what makes you happy, what you wrote, if you're feeling aligned and connected, if it's going to make you happy, and how you can take action on what things you can modify from your actual routines to work on this. So this is really what it is about. It's very small, because this is normally you're coming from previous life resets and the massive planning. So if you're a person that haven't done a life reset or a massive planning, I would suggest you go to those videos and do them. It's never too late. I'm just going to repeat it again, because people think that it's already too late and they're going to wait for the next year. No. Your life is too valuable to wait. It's never too late. So if you haven't done that, just go to the previous videos, do your life reset, take your time, and then come back here and do the spring reset whenever you feel that you have taken the time for the previous ones. For you guys that have already done that, this is what it is about. It's just a small reflection and evaluation of seeing, okay, where am I? What have I achieved? What have I not achieved? Am I in the right path? What can I do in order to continue forward? So yeah, so this is what I do. I really hope that this helped you to, do a spring reset and make sure that you're on the right path. Let me know how it was. I really want to know about your experiences, if you are used to doing this, if you're not used to doing this. And yeah, I want to wish you a beautiful spring, and also tell you that the magazine for spring is available, and the link is down below in the description box. I'm really, really excited about this magazine. It's one of my favorites. Spring is just my favorite time. I mean, I feel like I have a lot of favorite times in the year, like Halloween is my absolute favorite time of the year, followed by Christmas. But then I have a very strong connection with spring, just because it brings like new energy and the time for new opportunities. And also my birthday happens in spring, so it's like my time. I feel like every single person that has their birthday in spring feels like spring is their time, and I feel this is with every single person in a different season, like it's their time. But yeah, anyway, I really hope that you liked this video and that it brought you value, and yeah, I want to wish you a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one.